Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 13, Part 2. Last we saw, we didn't stop Thoron from leaving, but we also didn't help him, and we didn't kill him. I mean, I don't know what the right choice was. I said during the Patreon exclusive, what do you guys think? What would you have done? I wasn't sure. I was kind of on the fence. I was more leaning towards what they did. But there were so many specifics to it on what you could do. Bo even said, Bo broke it all down. She was like, all right, guys, we could either do this or this or this. There was like 7 or 8 different scenarios, and there's probably even more than that. The main scenarios were we either let him go and let him take the beacon, or we kill him and we take the beacon, or we release him and we keep the beacon. I feel like those were the 3 popular choices. So we decide we're going to keep it and let him go. He then holds a sword to Molly when Molly releases him, even though I feel like it was just because he doesn't know who to trust. I don't think he was trying to hurt us or anything. I don't think he knew what to believe. And he's thinking, I'm just going to take this thing and run. Because what were we thinking? I don't understand. Someone even said, we're just going to walk away and leave the thing there. And then Ford was like, yeah, we're leaving it there. I think they were trying to insinuate we're going to pretend to leave it there. And then when he comes back for it, we'll follow him maybe so we know who he's involved with. I think this gets way bigger than it is. And if it isn't the case, then my theory is way more complicated than I needed to make it be. But I feel like Ford said something to the effect of Matt flared his nostrils when Ulag's name was mentioned. I was looking at Matt's face, and to be honest with you, I really didn't notice much. He might have a little bit. I didn't go back and check, but I'm taking what Ford said at face value. And if Matt did do that and Ulag is connected, then I'm thinking that Ulag went into this as a suicide mission, maybe promised us a whole lot of gold so that we would come with him, get him to be front and center with the High Richter so that he could throw a thing in her mouth and blow her head off. But it made a massive explosion, which was the signal for them to steal whatever they stole, and then they jumped off the roof of the spire, and then all this shit happened. Now both of them are dead. We have the beacon. We are carrying it around. Caleb wrapped it in his cloak, not created a distraction. All the Crown's guards left. I don't know what they think, but people are going to start asking questions. I'm just going to jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. There are dozens of shows over on Patreon. I just don't have the time to edit them for YouTube, guys. There's too much. I do too many things. That's also where you get the hour-long Patreon exclusive for every episode, every week. Check it out. If not, Campaign 2. Episode 13, Part 2. The conclusion.
We'll put some of your thread on it.
Some of your thread on it. I also didn't realize till just now the episode name. I didn't read it once. Lost and Found.
For now. For now. Yeah.
For now.
That is a great idea. Teamwork. Fine. Let's do this.
Teamwork.
Break.
All right.
All right. So you guys.
We split up. One's going to the Leaky Tap. One's going to the Soup and Supper Inn. Song and Supper. Soup and Supper. Song and Supper. Sorry, the diner by me, we always do soup and salad. Soup and supper. Soup and salad. Kind of the same thing.
You guys are heading that direction. You head to the
I feel like I'm
supper.
dark.
You managed to make your way there. It's still open.
In the dark of the night, evil will find me. Find me.
At this hour.
Having a
it
shot.
Seems like the commotion
Cheers, everybody.
has drawn
the start
most of what clientele
part
are
2.
in there at the moment, and there's only 2 patrons that are both halfway
This
to
is
their
the
cups.
finest gentleman Jack.
Pretty drunk or tired at this point, but you look around and you don't see Dolan, you don't see Horace.
What if we've all been played? What if we've all been played and we were set up as a distraction?
Fucking distraction.
Yeah, was it a fucking distraction? I didn't think of that until like last...
You don't like being used.
Guys, I think that's what just happened.
Who's at the bar?
Towards the end of the hour Patreon, I was like, holy shit.
The general barkeep
Cheers.
there, which would be... Exactly.
After this, guys, I gotta watch another Love, Death, and Robots. If you haven't seen it, Love, Death, and Robots, I watched the first half season in 2 days. I mean, they're easy to watch.
Clay.
10, 20 minutes.
A balding, portly gentleman.
Clay Owens
Middle-aged
sounds
show.
like a
As you
championship.
walk in, he kind of
long
I'll
jumper.
get you something.
Hey, Clay, how's it going? Long
All
night?
right. Crazy night from what I'm hearing.
I know, right? Can I
Owens,
go ahead and
Jesse
get a
Owens,
double to
Olympic
help with the night.
champion
Right, certainly.
in many
There we
things.
Had anyone come in tonight? Any one of the usuals? Seen Ulags?
Watch, he goes, who are they? I've never heard of them.
No. No,
All right, he does now. I'm
Ulog was
okay.
in earlier this evening.
Well,
For a while. And then left with some friends. I think
I still don't know for sure if it was a distraction, but it looks really bad. And the fact that they're saying it,
Tal'dorei about an hour ago.
all right.
you didn't see him rush out with anybody?
Just the two of them.
Mention where they were going?
No, they just up and left. I figured they were done for the evening. They looked a bit hurried.
Or what if Dolan knew, goes and takes Ulag's gold? I don't think there's gold.
For a proper physician. Well, I'm sure we can find someone else.
Maybe the ones down. You probably go to their home. That's usually where they practice out of.
Where's that
You
at?
got food poisoning from the finger food at the gala? Should never
Oh, we
trust
do know where Dolan lives, right? We've been to Dolan's.
It's kind of late.
Yeah.
that. All right. Well, thanks, Clay.
Have a good night.
No
Thank you,
worries.
Clay.
Here's your drink. Okay, gives you the shot.
Thank you,
Slam it.
Clay. Look, Clay just gave me a goddamn shot.
You want to check his house?
How'd that happen? I already drank one, or I would have it right
Give
now.
him give him a gold.
He goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just this. You just keep it. It's just the stress. Of
I would say,
Thank you kindly.
Sorry.
I would literally be like, keep him coming
Maybe next time it was around on you, right?
all the time, all the time.
Tucks it away.
Next time, all the time,
Right.
all the time. There's a round on you, sir.
You feeling that double?
No.
Oh,
why?
good. No, that's good. I was impressed.
I would love this
Oh,
world.
my
You go
goodness,
around
it's like-
doing violent missions, and then at the end of each day, you end with some hearty
Want to
drinking.
go by Dolan's house?
I would frigging love this shit. Let's go by Dolan's house. Dolan, baby
All right,
back
make your way towards
ribs.
Dolan's house. As you approach, there's no light from the inside.
I think Dolan bailed. If Dolan bailed, then this shit was all a setup.
Natural 20.
Guys, we're up to like 60 natural 20s. Talks
You
Machina
both
gives me the
notice there
stats.
is a quick bit of movement on the inside, even though the lights are out.
That's interesting.
Someone's hiding.
Someone's hiding.
Well, I'll go up and knock. We'll go around back.
Yeah, sure. Make sure they don't turn around.
Yeah, I knock and say, "It's Ford with the Mighty Nine. Open up."
There's a moment pause, and the door kind of opens up very quickly with just enough space to let you in. Do you go in?
All right.
Okay, you head inside. It's dark in there.
Do you go in? I mean, I would, because why would they just immediately let him in?
Dolan and Horace are both in there. Horace has.
I think he's just
candlelight
being
with a
like
side
quiet.
hood that's keeping it kind of just contained to a small area. And Dolan goes, "Oh, thank God you're okay. We're trying to."
See, Dolan could even be in the dark. Maybe Ulag
Is
fooled
there
everybody.
a back door to this place?
Through the bedroom.
Bo's going to be coming around the back. Make sure she gets let in.
See, why does Dolan look
Horace
so
was off
shook?
taking things and putting them
Maybe
in the sack.
Dolan
They're
was a way
basically
for
just
Ulag to
wrapping it.
use to get to us.
Stay here.
Why?
We don't know if they trace anything back to us. They're going to string us up in
Just
front of the
take a
town.
breath, friend. Listen. Ulag is dead. He sacrificed himself in a very brave moment. He threw himself at the Richter, threw a gem in her mouth, and exploded in a fireball. Listen.
What a way to tell
think
someone someone
murder on
died.
their hands, too.
Dude, Ulag's dead. He
Keep your
exploded.
mouth down, please.
I don't think any of this leads back to us. We still have to complete our mission. We've got to make sure Lord Sultan is implicated in this, but right now we're clean.
At this point, that doesn't even matter. We can't.
I mean, do we even care at this point?
The
We're
Richter's
not getting
gone. You have a
paid.
chance to ascend to her seat. Wasn't
I
that
mean-
the plan?
Yes, but if there's any chance they can bring that back to us, maybe we just leave town for a short time. Maybe just.
In all honesty,
Just go.
I feel like we already got one dude
Don't be a
killed.
coward
Like
in
we
this
should.
moment. If you want to help,
This is a
city,
good
if you
talk,
wanna
though.
help
This is a good talk. We got to
make the
stand
Empire
up. That's
better,
right. We
you're
got to
gonna have
rise up.
stand strong.
All right,
Little
Ford.
risk
Good
is gonna
talk.
Come with this job, especially
We got to stand up. He's right. Because if we keep just
You
backing
knew the
down,
risk
it's
going
never
into
going to
this,
change.
Didn't you put your money and your lives at risk?
Your money, specifically, your money.
Okay.
I mean, he's got a good speech, but it all matters like how true all this is of possibly happening. Like maybe it's all bullshit.
You're right. We shouldn't. Horace goes, no. What do you want him to go ahead and throw us in the dungeon? Is that what you want? I understand what you're saying. But none of us knew that the High was going to be dead. I mean, I'm sure they have ways of tracing that back. What could... And Dolan goes, calm down, please.
I mean, I understand both sides.
Maybe he's right. Maybe they don't...
Back then,
In
you
fact, if
just
we-
didn't have a chance.
if we
Even
see
if
this
you're right,
through-
they could just be like, we don't
Horace
care,
kind
death.
of takes the satchel and sets it on the table, puts the candle below it, and kind of walks up and kind of grabs the side of Dolan's shoulders and says, I understand. But I don't want to lose you. And this scares the shit out of me. They both kind of take a moment and look at each other. And Horace looks at you and says, I think you're right. But neither of us know how to talk our way out of the gods if they can buy. We're not good liars.
I understand. Fortunately, in this situation, you don't
Dude.
have much to lie about.
And you can't go into politics. I'm sorry.
You weren't at the Richter.
You're going to go into politics,
You weren't involved in
and
it
I mean,
anyway.
not that I
It's
condone
required.
lying.
You're gonna take the fall for this. That would be the only tie, and Ulag is dead.
He's right in my mind, but you never know. If anything's traced back, him and his son could die.
To do some real good here.
But he is right. I mean, it makes sense, and we got a shot with Dolan.
Okay, then we stay. And then Dolan says, no, I stay.
Send Horace away.
Just in case things go wrong, I want you safe and gone. If this is to be turned around, I'm the one they're going to look to. I'm the one who actually has...
All right, have
political
Horace carry
influence here.
on.
I'm the one who can talk and make a difference, if that is to be done in the next few days or the next week. If you can just...
Not for nothing. If Dolan
Trust
splits,
me,
they're definitely going to know he's involved, and then they might hunt him down for the rest of his life.
Okay. Looks to you and Horace kind of...
It also looks suspicious that Horace is leaving. What if they go, Dolan, where's your kid? Oh, he happened to leave the night of the murder? That looks bad too. I would just sit tight, both of them.
We'll keep an eye on him. I promise. If anything needs to be shared between you, you can rely on us to pass a message.
Dolan nods. Okay. Okay. I'm good. Sorry, Horace. I don't need you for this. It'd be
Sorry,
stupid for both of us.
Horace.
Should anything go wrong, be taken and swept up by this, okay? Trust me.
Are you in the house yet?
Nope. I'm still
Ford is like, Bo, you in there?
Horace rushes off
Bo,
and
my
opens
shirt's
the back
sticking to me.
door.
It's 150,000 degrees in
Can I
this
do like
room.
a quick little casing intelligence, see if there's any type of like thrown away trash, burned evidence.
Make an investigation
anything in
check.
the back?
Make an investigation check. I'm going to check my radiator while we make an investigation check.
Fuck you,
Gil.
Gil. 6.
Love him
Six.
or you hate him.
Big bad of campaign 2.
Yeah, there's piles of trash that are kind of just pushed in the corner. You look through and you don't find anything that catches your interest.
Gil is the big bad of campaign 2. Mr. Gilmore Dice.
I know, Horace, and you both are worried. We're still gonna need that payment.
Eh,
Our efforts have incurred some damages.
Of course.
I have oolags.
But I have ours and I have oolags. He left that with us before.
I
he wrecked it.
frigging knew it. Jester's not freaking out.
Yeah.
Jester, are you even listening?
Horace brought you in.
Clarification.
Is Jester even listening? Because Jester should have freaked out.
A smaller sack and then a larger one that's more of a backpack.
I said that was my option. I said either Ulag had it at his house or gave it to
That's no use
Dolan.
us. Just, and at this point, Horace is kind of letting Beauregard in, and knowing that it's just the two of you, he puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Just keep him safe."
Oh wait, that's right. No one else is there.
Where you
Jester
prefer
can't
to
react.
spot.
My bad.
No, just out of the
My
city.
bad. Jester can't react.
Just
She's
leave
not
for a
in
week,
here.
That's all I ask.
We can do that.
As a cart rolls by and they all get very quiet. Anyway,
There's a little town not far from here called.
Awesome. So we were
Might have
supposed to get the money. It still could be a distraction by Ulag though, but at least he made good on the coin.
maybe. Okay. All right.
Wait. Before you guys leave. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter based on what's.
She wants to know if they were being used.
Is there anything that you guys know that we didn't about any other of the members of the Knights of Requital that might have more invested interest in an invasion or. getting
Oh,
back
so they're
in
thinking it could have been someone else?
Sorry. Yes, that's the right one.
Yep.
Invasion. I'm confused.
Zauberspire.
Ulog
Zauberspire.
may have had a larger game to play.
Maybe Dolan really is in the dark.
The shoulder of Dolan was like, I told you there was something up with that guy.
Why do you say that, Horace?
I just didn't trust him. I mean, it's
Was
a while for us
Horace
to kind of
involved? Maybe Horace is involved.
Be okay with each other, but he was always on edge.
I mean, the dude's wife was in
In
prison.
charge of finding justice for his wife. We intend to.
That's something.
Seems like all y'all had your own individual.
I mean, I do
motives
feel
for
obligated
why
now.
they were
We
part of
did
the
get paid,
Convention
and he
plan.
died for the cause. That's
You
pretty
sure yours
honorable.
was just
Even though he might have
because
tricked
you wanted to
us.
be the High Richter?
I mean, anywhere where I could help.
Look
change
at-
the
look
law,
at
it's
Not.
done, but
What was that?
make an inside check.
What did she just throw in Sam's mouth? Sam and Laura are just playing down there. Are they paying attention? I hope they're paying attention. I'm going to listen and see if they're going to ask questions that we already know answers to.
Stay low. Stay here.
In case,
Thankfully,
I've said this
all this
before,
was done
sometimes
before
I'll
we
like
came
drift
in.
off and not pay attention.
Something
They do it all the
something
time.
speaking
I totally get it. You're sitting there for 3-4 hours. Sometimes you just got to like talk
Pardon
like
my
I'm
nerves.
doing and not listen to Matt.
You see his hands are like
I'm not listening.
literally shaking. You kind of notice now he's very nervous.
Have a drink. It'll help with that.
All right, thank you. Have a
He goes
drink.
off the
Thank you.
corner, pulls
Cheers.
out a-
Cheers. Have a drink.
Small glass bottle of liquor. Comes over and him and Horace give a very, very tight hug to each other, and then
I'll do this in
separate.
2
Dolan sits
sips.
down,
It's a
puts
little
the
too
drink on
much
the
for
table.
one. It's sweating. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's literally sweating
We'll have
down
to
my
regroup
hand.
and we'll get back to you.
95 degrees in here.
Go.
We leave.
All right.
The horse
leave.
comes with you guys towards the
Cheers.
towards
See it
the
dripping?
tap.
It went from, I said this
Thank you,
before,
Tap.
2 or 3 days ago, it was 30 degrees. It was literally below freezing. It is 95 today.
Okay.
New Jersey's weather has been
Upstairs
insane.
to try to talk
Cheers.
to Claudia.
Lead safe. We got to ask Claudia. We need a lead safe for this frickin' beacon.
Okay, so you'll
He,
cast.
dude, his nose like a blinking beacon. I like a blinking beacon. It's from Rudolph.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. There you
Cheers, cheers. I'm ranting.
go. One of two. You do not know where the other one is.
Ooh, intrigue.
Let's find out.
Ascending stone, 1 of 2.
Like we had, like Vox Machina had?
Who?
This
Yeah.
is
What?
some, like,
Who?
Yeah, we can
Who? What is this Vox Machina you
not
speak
like where you
of?
hold on to it and you transport.
No, not that.
Okay.
That was a gate step.
Oh, okay.
Just out of
This
curiosity,
essentially
guys,
means
I
of-
need
of
spoilers for
between
Talks
the
Machina. How come I don't need spoilers for Campaign 2? Are they told not to spoil
into the-
Campaign
into the
1?
lower- the
You
basic
guys might
area
have
of
told
the
me this
basic
before.
tab.
But out of
Once again, the
curiosity,
guard is
because I
pretty
forget, if you did tell
sparse.
me,
You'll still
they
see
never
the guard
spoil
walk
anything
past,
really in the campaign.
But their numbers seem to have been ushered elsewhere in the city. All right, so you make it down there.
Why is it? Oh,
Takes
it
enough
isn't.
time,
It's
you eventually
Teenage
just go
Mutant
walk back out where
Ninja
you left. You head down into the
Tortles?
basement. It's
Tortles?
exactly how you left
What
it.
is that? What is a
This is
tortle?
the place. Yeah, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
This is the place I was
This
talking
is
about.
the place.
The skeleton's right over there.
So we put it behind the skeleton. I go take a look at this skeleton.
Is it still there? That would be so creepy if it's not.
How long this fucker has been here?
Make a medicine check.
It would be so great if they got there and the skeleton was gone. Then it'd be like, what?
Like all my skill rolls. A 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Hard to tell. I mean, just looking at the level of decomposition, it's been here a while.
Oh,
Anything from it? Was it?
we had a huge debate on this. I said 50 years, roughly. I said maybe as high as 50 to 100 years.
Right. Make a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Ascertain the
I don't feel like there's a whole lot of time left. I feel like we're under like 10 minutes left.
10.
10. It definitely doesn't appear to be anything beyond humanoid.
All right.
The size, the shape of the skeleton, it's a standard humanoid skeleton, but you're
All
not
right.
able to tell.
Nothing of weirdness going on. Just a regular human skeleton. That's still weird, but you know.
We can hide this here. It's a calculated risk, which I'm a fan of. Generally,
I
but,
would love
my,
if this turns
thread
into an instant
and my magic will let me know if,
situation
someone-
where some creepy dude just talks to his dead wife in a basement. Maybe he puts a lock on the door, checks it out once in a while.
No, I can put a magical lock on the door to this basement as well as an alarm.
Ah, all right, done.
Yeah.
Solid.
What would that do?
Well, the thread will allow me to know if someone.
I
didn't want
dig
to
everything about
pay
this,
me.
Caleb, yet again.
And the
upstairs.
I concur.
There's Claudia.
The spell will stop your average Joseph from coming in here.
Your average Joseph.
plan.
Good plan. I'm totally down. Very
smart as
Yeah,
always.
very smart as always, Caleb. I commend you. I will buy your sideshow toy now.
I think you and I should sleep down here tonight, actually.
With the skelly?
Yes.
With the skelly.
We're going to need you upstairs for some identification. I think it would be less suspicious sleeping down here.
I worry. Well, I'll tell you my concerns, and that is that this thing is beyond comprehension, even, and the desire to get it back is going to be great. This, and I pull out the sending stone, is just a stone that I stole from Satan's house. This I'm not worried about. Would you put this in your backpack, please?
I'm not with you. I'm upstairs.
Oh,
trying
you were
to
upstairs?
Get the, hold
Oh,
I have to
yeah,
ask
that's
Jeff
right.
to
She's
put this in
distracting
my
Claudia.
But this thing was worth blowing up a tower for.
And if someone spies on it, I don't want them to see you with it.
If we slept in our
You cannot
rooms.
spy on a thing, as far as I know. You can spy on a place.
No, I think
You can
Liam.
spy on a person.
I think Caleb wants to
anything, I
friggin' investigate this thing without anyone around. Hence
it's
sleep with the
magic, right?
skellies. But he wants not there. Maybe he's
This is why
gonna
I
tell
want the red
not.
box.
Is that really gonna work? But what if someone breaks in and we're here? Then we're attached to these objects.
Yeah.
I'll
I
sleep down here if you
but
want.
see, we don't know that. Like
Get rid
Caleb
of the
looks like
skeleton
frustrated, but we
first.
don't know the
20
severity.
seconds to get here for the second that alarm goes off.
All right.
Caleb doesn't look like he wants this, but he doesn't tell us why. It's like, guys, I can't explain
Well,
it.
let's hide it.
Well,
He looks like he's very frustrated. I get why he probably is.
Put the same shitty
but he's
rat
gotta
on it
tell
we've
us
done
then.
before.
Okay. Make just a general survival check.
Where's
just to
Frumpkin?
kind of
Where's Frumpkin?
pull
I want
things
Frumpkin to give me a
from
hug.
surrounding.
2 plus
can I
3. That's 5.
5.
help with this?
Sure, you look at the job he did, and you're like,
No,
I could
no.
probably do a little better. than that."
Yeah, I can. I can do. Is this survival?
Yeah,
7.
it's better.
7. It's better than 5.
Check your work.
Molly and Caleb put the skull on top of it together.
It's fine. I mean, it essentially you didn't do a masterful job in completely, camouflaging it, but it looks like it's the rest of the other objects that are just dusty and left there.
Were there? Did you say there were crates down here too?
There were some barrels. There was like an open crate with nothing in it. And
Yeah.
it's a dusty, unused cellar.
Don't. Let's put it behind the skeleton.
I mean-
if I came down here, I'd look in the crates.
It sounds like a great idea to me.
You would, oh, never mind. I'm not there.
So you guys.
I would love to know what the body is, though. I
Look in the crate.
would die if there's some sort of history behind the
you can
body
find
that
supposed
like
to be
comes
a
back somehow.
Fairly rat-eaten sack of rice grains that have kind of spilled out.
All right.
As well as just a lot of rat droppings in the crate. Looks like some of the wood on the bottom has been chewed through as well.
I'm not there.
Yeah. Nope. Never mind. Damn. That was a good thought, though.
She's not there yet.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Thread. Lock.
What's wrong, Caleb?
I really think that we should stay down here with it.
Yeah, see, Caleb is very upset about this.
Both of you. One of you, if not both of you.
Why don't you and I stay down here for the night?
All
If
right.
you have anything that you want me to identify, leave it. I can do that. You know what I have. I'm not leaving.
What? I mean, we don't know what Ford and the Grumpy.
That
Pants
sounds
discovered.
weird,
We
though.
should
I
go
know he's not
upstairs
going to
and
leave, but that sounds
reconnoiter
weird.
with them and then come down here when it's time for Betty Bye.
I will stay with this thing. You go up. When they come back, you come back down.
See, this is where I disagree with Caleb. You can't be this aggressive and not explain yourself. You look shady. This is what happened with the other thing.
right.
He's probably got a great
I'll
reason.
stay with you.
But it's going to come off weird.
All right.
So we're going to go in and out of this room several times tonight.
The entrance to this is on the back of the building, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
It's in an alley.
That in no way is suspicious. That's fine.
All right, I kind of agree with Molly on this one. Beyond it just being weird of Caleb to not tell us why, he's obviously got a good reason. So tell us, or just
Or just
keeping
stay here in
creepy.
this dank, dark room with a skeleton. By yourself. No dinner. All right.
Sounds like half the clubs in LA.
All right, I'll be back in less than an hour.
I am assuming he has a reason, but it just comes off very mysterious, and people aren't going to trust you. I wouldn't. I don't trust people to begin with. Now you act like this.
And put it on my person. I'm just going to hold it,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Maybe
as
it's
you're kind of
controlling
holding
him,
there,
maybe it's-
it's strangely warm to the touch. The more time you spend with it, now that you're kind of holding it there.
Yeah. I am not, like, looking into the abyss. I'm just...
Yeah, you're just.
I was going to
understand
say,
this whole-
is he being like taken over by this thing? Is this thing like latched onto him?
Let's see here.
Because if anybody got latched onto it, it would have been Molly.
Yep. So
Scraped it with the
you head
sword.
Back up into the Licky Tap Tavern. There's a handful of patrons. A lot of them are talking and whispering about kind of the events tonight, and talking about the town was still up there. It's crazy, and the general conversation hubbub throughout the room.
Go to the barkeep. Is Claudia awake?
Probably up in her office.
Okay. I go and knock on the door.
Okay.
Who is it? Lead chest.
Who is
Oh
it?
wait, no, we don't need the lead chest. Oh, we could still ask her, I guess. Lead safe, lead chest.
What do you want?
Claudia, when we were over at the gala, we saw things that were going on. It was crazy. A tower exploded, and then all hell broke loose. Did you know someone tried to steal my stuff?
I did not know that. My apologies.
Do you have maybe like a safe or something? Because I don't feel safe carrying around my jewelry anymore with me.
Not on me.
Is there a place? Well,
Come back in the morning. I might have something for you.
Claudia, are you naked? Why won't you open this door?
No, I am busy at the moment.
Is everything okay?
Everything is just fine.
oh, is Claudia involved?
Blink once. Knock. Say you're not okay if you're not okay, because you sound weird.
I'm fine. Do not worry.
Now I'm worried.
But you do have a safe I can put my jewelry in now?
Oh my
It
god.
is currently in use, but I can swipe it out. How long do you need it for?
Well,
1
I'm
week.
just going to put it in my room for as long as we're here, if that's okay with you.
Okay, then come back in the morning. I will have it cleared out. And then
Okay.
it will be at use for you.
But is it lead?
you?
It don't
Are
matter.
you having sex?
Oh my god.
No,
Do you want me to come in? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You sound really weird. I tried the doorknob.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's locked.
I love it. But it's, I mean,
Horror string.
cue the horror strings. I love it.
I was gonna say just as everyone.
I mean, this kind of chaos is fine because we know Claudia enough where it's like kind of playful and insanely entertaining.
Can I look under
Make a
the
perception check.
Oh my god, she looks under the thing. All right.
Disadvantage because you are looking.
I'm
at
not
a
even going to
tiny
finish that
little
last shot.
Gap in the floor.
Whoa.
well, the first one was really good. Perception. 9.
9.
You see there's light in there, and you can see what would seem to be Claudia darting back and forth behind her desk, moving very rapidly and with haste, is like grabbing things. And
She has to either be involved or think she's going to be involved.
you don't actually see her. You just
Like
see the body.
implicated in things, maybe.
There's so many fucking people trying to skip town.
Yeah.
Claudia, what are you doing?
She stops in space.
Jester, you're being very...
Something okay?
Everything's fine.
Did you see the tower explode?
I heard about it.
Can you let me in?
Make a persuasion check.
She is really pushing the matter.
So great.
I mean, it is funny because she's being cute and helpful sounding. She isn't being aggressive at all. It sounds very helpful.
Opens up, and you can see Claudia looking as pristine.
Maybe
as
she's
ever.
going on a
Hair,
date.
Makeup, everything done perfectly. Come in quickly. Closes the door, brings you inside.
Maybe she's going on a date or something.
I'm aware that you and your team were involved in something this evening.
Oh shit. See, maybe we didn't want to be part of this.
Well, we were at the gala because we were having some fun.
But you are not in any way, shape, or form perhaps doing a burglary and job breaking in for the Knights of Requital, yes?
See, we should not have even talked to her. Now we just put ourselves on blast.
Floors below, we're putting a skull.
Yeah, this is literally happening below us. They're downstairs fixing a dead body in a basement, putting on a beacon.
Who are death?
That was actually a really good deception. 21.
See, I was thinking, let's just leave things alone.
Well, regardless, your friends are involved in something that, as a precaution, as I have been housing certain meetings out of friendship with an individual, there is danger that I might be pulled up in this.
Ulag. Gotta be
I am
Ulag.
preparing to sell off
Buy
the
it.
tavern.
Let's buy it. Yeah, let's buy the frigging tavern.
Wouldn't that draw attention to the
I will
tavern?
die. Yes, Marisha, 100% buy the frigging tavern.
To me.
Screw Gustav. My Gustav plan is done.
She walks over and
We almost could have bought
paperwork on the side.
that dude back in, what was it, Trostenwald or Allfield? Allfield.
Make a-
The halfling that had
charisma
the
roll.
place burned down.
Just the hell of it.
Let's buy this place.
This is why.
No. 10?
10. She goes, to a friend.
Friends are good.
Can I have that safe?
Can I have that safe though?
Amazing.
She kneels down inside of the room, and there's what looks to be a cloth put over a small table, like an end table. And she removes the flowers from it, pulls the cloth off, and it's a safe. And she kind of,
What's it made out of?
Lead?
out of iron, what else would you make a safe out of?
Lead?
Okay.
And she goes ahead and pulls out a key and unlocks it.
I don't think this
Brings out a couple
matters.
of
We need
bags of
lead,
coins,
don't we?
Brings out a couple other bags of something. You don't hear any noise, the kind of rustling, and she pulls it out, sits off to the side, looks at you while she does so the whole time, like,
Are those drugs?
"Here's
So
your
random.
safe."
So random,
It's-
Jester.
It's small, it's heavy, but you're pretty strong. All right.
Well, alright. Will you be gone in the morning then?
Probably.
Oh no, but Claudia, I really like you.
Well, I like you too, but that's okay. Don't worry. The woman I'm selling this to is also a very good person and a good friend.
Who? What's her name?
What's her name?
There's like a brief pause, glances over at the paperwork. on the
Good
table.
friend.
Down to the paperwork on the table.
Lauren. Lauren
Schwinn?
Schwein.
Schwein?
Is that what it says?
It is.
Lauren Schwein?
Okay. Lauren. It's a good name.
It's almost
I
her
heard
name,
when
Laura.
we were coming
Lauren.
back that they
Very
were
close.
putting the city on lockdown, so if you're going to leave, you should probably do it quickly.
I appreciate the information. I should be okay.
Yeah, she's like, I got my ways, I'm sure.
Good night.
All right, so Claudia's out.
Claudia for all
Marisha had the same thought as me. I'm like, could we buy this bar? I'll give her 2,000 right now, and we'll give her payments or something. We can give her 2,000 gold, pretty much, almost, maybe,
Arms crossed,
possibly.
on the desk, patiently waiting.
I mean, I know it's probably a lot more than that, but I'll make payments.
The door closes behind you, and you hear a audibly on the other side of the door. All right. And so, as the rest of you begin to catch up and gather for the evening, we're going to take a break.
There we go. I was thinking, I'm like, I feel like we're going a while.
Wormwood giveaway. That way, all sorts of weird, interesting.
I love the
ways.
Wormwood giveaways. I said the last
Oh, man.
episode how these are actually really impressive considering they're like hundreds of dollars for this shit.
Guys, good for us.
I want one. It's not really shit. I say shit in a good way.
There's a
I
lot
love
of
the leather
interesting ways
strap.
to go.
I love all
so
the
we have
woods.
Black walnut deck box from our
Black
friends at Wormwood
walnut.
here.
I want
Also,
Purple
apparently
Heart.
comes
I
in the
already
Magic
told
the
you.
Gathering pack. These are been in all the boxes, so you get
Magic the Gathering. I used to play.
Yeah, so this will go out to one winner. You have to enter Twitch chat starting now. You can only put the word in once, so you'll be
I
disqualified.
mean, it's
The word
probably
tonight is
very profitable
Reds,
for Wormwood
R-E-D-S.
because everyone talks about it.
So come into the Twitch chat.
You guys
Enter
told me
that.
another
Once again,
place, too. Something
only
like with a
unfortunately
dog in the
United
name or
States
something?
and Canada, excluding Quebec.
That does stuff like
Trying to figure
that.
out how to fix that in the future, but weird laws and giveaways. But anyway, we'll be back here in a few minutes.
All right, guys, there is part 2 for episode 13. We will do the live stream Friday. Here's a couple things we want to talk about. I, in the last episode, started thinking, did Ulag form some sort of other plan? When all that shit was going down, I didn't think of the coincidence behind it all. I was just thinking, holy shit, this is amazing. And I'm looking at it from the eyes of somebody that wants to be entertained by something. And I'm thinking they're going to put on a show. So while this is all going on, one of the spires collapses. There's wizard fighting and people flying all over the place. And then we meet this guy and all this stuff happens. It all happened so quickly. I didn't have time to really sit and think on it. So towards the end of the hour-long Patreon exclusive, I started thinking, is this all being done as a distraction? And if it is, how far does it go? Is it Ulag having his own little side thing? Is he involved with Claudia now? Because Claudia is clearly on the run, but so is Dolan. And they didn't know about Ulag, or at least they don't seem so. And they even said we're really bad liars. Now, are they the best liars and they lied about that? Or are they really just bad liars? I'm assuming they are in the dark. They thought they were making a difference. They aligned themselves with more aggressive people like Ulag and possibly others. I don't think they thought it would go this far. He's literally freaking out like the High Richter's dead. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Ford is a great talker, probably the best, because even though Caleb is adult and intelligent, I feel like he doesn't convey what he's thinking properly. He has no communication skills, and we've already established this. He is saying, I want to stay with this beacon in the basement. Now, is it that he is that afraid of this beacon, or is he being sucked in by it? He even made it a point to say, I'm not lost in the abyss of this thing. I just want to like clutch onto this thing and like hang out here. It might have shown him things that he wants to tap more into, but he has to do it when he's alone. He felt it and he saw something. Matt went over. There were whispers multiple times this episode. We didn't hear anything. Matt whispered to Ford and Matt whispered to Caleb, but we didn't hear either. They never conveyed what was spoken to us. So I have to assume that Caleb saw or heard something and now he needs to be alone with this thing so he could fully understand it. But then he does weird things like tell people like, no, I want to be here. Once you go to that extreme, you've got to explain yourself at least somewhat or lie, because honestly, to me, it's better off you tell a little white lie and make them feel comfortable than have them think you're being constantly mysterious and weird. And I can understand if he's got some sort of social disorder and he has like something going on with this backstory we don't know, but he's not being very convincing. And even not is kind of being like, dude, like, what's the deal? You don't even want to come out with us for like an hour and have something to eat? Even Not, who is the most familiar to Caleb, and honestly, Caleb's best friend probably in the entire world, is thinking like, dude, like, you gotta chill and not be so weird and mysterious. And that's coming from Not. So at the end there, Jester is having this full-on conversation with Claudia. Claudia did not want her to come in the room, but Claudia is all over the place too. She made it clear that she's aware that things might be brought back to her because she's having these secret meetings of the Knights of Requital in her basement. Ulag was attached to that. So right off the bat, even if Dolan isn't brought into all this, which still is likely he might be, I feel like she's thinking they're definitely going to come to me because people are going to say like, where did Ulag go? And he would come here every now and then for this meeting. His wife was in prison and all this stuff. I understand Claudia leaving, but I almost thought for a second, and Marisha made a face, I thought we were going to buy the tavern, but we can't. This other woman, Lauren Sheevan, what was it? Schniven, whatever it was. She ends up buying it. It's nighttime. It's really late. We're going to have to have our drinks. We're going to have to rest. I guess when we restart in the live stream, we will probably take a nap, regain our health, and then commence. I am assuming since this is called Lost and Found, I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. Is there going to be some huge Caleb backstory? I feel like there's a good part of this that might be focused on Caleb being alone. He's made it a point that he wants to be alone with this thing, and now Not's going to sleep with him down there. I feel like we're going to find out a lot about Caleb in this episode, perhaps. What does Lost and Found mean? Does it have something to do with this thing? Does Caleb actually recognize this beacon? Or is it just that when he touched it, he got some sort of insight on something? We're going to find out on Friday. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. If you guys are seeing this on YouTube, there are dozens of shows over on Patreon that you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have the time to edit everything, guys. So go check it out. Link in front. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.